Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big Mike here. Hey, we're out here in the shop. I've been seeing a lot of videos talking about Tractor Supply and certain kind of feeds and all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know that I really buy into all that stuff. It could be. There could be something there. We normally use 16% protein feed for our chickens, mainly in the summertime and stuff like that, because protein really heats up their body and things like that. So, but we noticed over the last couple of winters that using 16%, that the chickens start to molt and they're really not getting their feathers back like they should and stuff like that. And it had us concerned. So we started looking into it. Now, in the wintertime, we normally buy our feed up at Beeline Feed, which is owned by Paragon Ridge Ranch, Chrissy and Jeremy. So we go up there at least once a month and pick up feed. Well, they have a feed up there that's a 20% protein laying pellet. And it's made by, let's see if you can see that, Cold Creek Ranch, okay? And it's a 50-pound bag. It's 20% protein. And we've noticed that our chickens, especially our hens, are really, that molting process is speeding up, and they're recovering from the molt a lot faster. So we started using that. The last couple of years, egg production in the wintertime, like everybody knows, because of daylight and all that, chickens need to recover, and they use that limited light in the day, and they recover because chickens only can lay so many eggs in a lifetime, as most of you already know. So with that being said, we went to the 20%, and we're noticing that even though egg production has slowed down and we have close to 30 laying hens, we're getting between 8, 9, 10 eggs per day in the dead of the winter. Like yesterday, I think Terry picked up 9 eggs out of the hen house. And then we have to go walking around and doing like an Easter egg hunt and try to find the ones where the hens didn't go back in there and they just laid eggs outside. Part of the problem with that is they'll freeze a lot faster, and we set those out to let them thaw, then we check them before we eat those. And we do sell quite a few eggs, and people are very respondent right now with the prices that we sell them for here at the house rather than going to the store. So that's one thing that we do. So we stopped buying feed at Atwoods, and we stopped buying feed at Tractor Supply, and we go over to Chrissy's and pick it up, because 50-pound bag of laying pellets, $14.95, $14.99 at Chrissy's, and that's for 50 pounds. So we're going to stick with that because it's working for us, and everybody needs to find out what works for them. But we know that the 20% from this company is really helping our chickens through the winter time. Now, as far as Scratch, that corn product and stuff like that, warms up the chickens during the day, and they'd rather eat that, especially in the wintertime, than they do the laying pellets. So we only give the laying pellets to them at night when they go into the run, and Terry feeds them then, and they'll eat the pellets. And in the morning, we just throw a half a scoop out in the yard. They eat that. That helps them during the day while they're running around. Well, right now we had an ice storm, and guys, they ain't eating nothing because it's all frozen over. And so now they're just standing behind buildings and the shop and all that stuff to stay out of the wind. And some of them won't even come out to run, except to eat, then they run right back in. And that's mainly our Brahmas and stuff. So we switched our scratch from the Tractor Supply scratch because it had a lot of millet in it and stuff like that. And the chickens really didn't eat it and it was going to waste, but it fed all the birds, the sparrows and cardinals and stuff like that around the chicken coop. So we switched, and Chrissy turned us on to a Big V feed scratch, and I'll show you that. This is the Big V scratch, and we bought that, and this one has crude protein of 9%, crude fat of 3%, and crude fiber of 3.75. So unlike the millet and stuff like that, this is the cracked corn, and it has sunflower seed in there. So that sunflower seed oil, which everybody knows is good for your chickens, it's good for their skin, it's good for just about their digestion and stuff like that. And they really, really enjoy that. So we switched to that. So we really don't, and it's been several months since we've ever bought Atwood's feed or Tractor Supply. But somebody told me that they think that Purina is the supplier of the laying pellets. I don't know how true that is, but we just know that switching to the feed that we did from Cold Creek Ranch has absolutely turned the game around on the chickens laying. And hey, you know, yeah, we got 30 chicken laying hens, but still getting 8 to 10 to 11 eggs a day in the dead of the winter has really helped us out with the changing of the feed. So, hey, you guys got to try whatever works for you, what you have in that area. And I don't know if they get used to a certain level of feed and then it doesn't work anymore for them. So switch it up. I mean, a lot of us go out and we find, hey, what's the cheapest feed that we can find? So to save cost and stuff like that. Wintertime, they do eat a lot more because they can't forage as much, but in the summertime, yeah. And then when the grasshoppers get here, guys, I mean, it is a free-for-all. These chickens are laying eggs, and the yolk is real deep because we get millions of grasshoppers here in Oklahoma, and the turkeys love them, and but our fruit trees hate them because they eat everything on the fruit trees, as you've seen in the video before. So hey, if you're in the Oklahoma area and you're around Tulsa, check out Beeline Feeds. Chrissy and Jeremy from Paragon Ridge Ranch. Terry will put a link to it in the description. And so, I don't know. There's no black helicopter flying over MT Homestead with a conspiracy about who has bad feed, who has good feed. I don't know. You tell me. As a friend of ours usually says. So, hey, guys, be kind to one another. Help someone in need, and always think of that. And try a different feed. One thing I'll tell you, that one channel I watch, especially in the wintertime, they give oat and wild wheat or something like that, and they said they absolutely tear that stuff up. So do what you got to do. Hey guys, we love you. Be kind, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. All right, guys, so I know I added this in at the end. I'm going to check the eggs. It's 9:20 in the morning, and we're going to see if the chickens laid any eggs. All right. We got 3 eggs this morning. Terry usually checks them around this time because I'm not at work. I'm out here checking them. Then she'll check them about 1 o'clock, and then she'll check them at 4:30 when she puts the chickens in the run. So, hey, 3 eggs. That's 3 more than we had. So, And I just want to make sure you guys see this. That's nothing but ice. And there's our chickens out there. So hey guys, proof's in the pudding.